what did y'all think about the ending to Tyler Perry's The Have Have Nots? I thought about it because I was thinking about the Oval. I was thinking about the Oval, and I was like, okay, we haven't got a trailer. Could the next season be the last season? Is that why it's taking so long? Like, what is it? And I was like, you know what? Tyler Perry be ending. His shows always tend to end crazy, or they have an ending that leaves too much room for the imagination, or to wonder what happened, or he doesn't address all the storylines. But yeah, look, I always used to say, I always used to say how folks take these shows too seriously. But when I tell y'all they haven't had nothing end and had me yelling at the TV, I was talking about that recently. And I was like, look, it had me yelling at the TV because why would you end it? Why would you end it like that? And I was hoping that we got some sort of video at the end showing a follow up or spin off or something. But nothing. Nothing. When I say I still got questions, I still do. It's so many questions. But yeah, y'all see that thumbnail? Y'all see that picture? I said, me, you can't get rid of all the characters, because that's what I was saying before they aired the series finale. I said, you can't get rid of all the characters. I said, it ain't like you're going to take all the characters off. Tyler Perry bet. He said, bet. I said, excuse me. Excuse me. But yeah, look, just about all the characters, because from what we know, or what we seen, I would say Hannah, it's obvious Hannah made it. But then I would say Veronica made it as well, but we're gonna get to her. We're gonna get to her. We gotta start with Benny. We gotta start with Benny. That's the part that had me yelling, y'all. The way he went out, or they had him go out, was so messed up. And I said it then, I said it now. Sandy was so weak for that. And how did they didn't say her name was Rihanna. They said Rihanna, something like, whatever her name is. She was foul. She was foul for that. Sandy was foul. He was weak for that. Should have known he wasn't gonna do nothing. Like, they had got the fighting in the restaurant and everything. But okay, and then the fact that Benny was sidetracked, or not sidetracked, blinded by everything. I was like, that's so messed up. And that's the part that had me yelling at the screen, because he thinking, okay, he's like, put that down, let's fight like a man. Then them two, it was three, wasn't it three? Three of the people, three of the Malones, or whatever. They weren't Malone. Was they the Malones? Yeah. Why everybody last name be Malone when they a gangster, or or in the mob or whatever? But yeah, Sandy was weak for that, and Rihanna was foul. I feel like because Benny was defending her, she could have found a way to warn Benny or something. Granted, now they could have just got Benny anywhere. They could have caught him in the streets anywhere, because he attached to Mitch. They was best friends, when they brothers, whatever you gonna call it. And I was like, you didn't really have to have her set him up. You just wanted to have her do it because you thought that you wanted to be controlling and possessive, and just prove that you can. Because I was like, okay, you know how to get to him. Mitch is his buddy. You know they hang out. You know all this. So why did you need to say? I just thought about that. I don't even think I addressed it when I was doing the reviews on my other channel before the other channel ended. But yeah, I say you didn't even need to go to the extreme that you went through. You could have just got him anywhere, because you know where he be. You know he be. Again, I feel like she could have found something. I was like, okay, why you doing? You could have warned him. You could have, when he got out the truck, you could have said, get in. You could have, granted, he probably would have been like, what you talking about? If she would have did the hand signals and stuff. But when they came out, I was hoping that he had on a vest or something. But the way he went down, they just left him there, and I said, look, Hannah done lost both. She lost both of her children. But yeah, the way he went down, the way they got him, look. If you want to see it, I think they still got it up there on YouTube, the clip where they took Benny out and everything. He thinking they finna fight, and they didn't. Dude told, wasn't it Uncle Vinny? Didn't Uncle Vinny tell him to go handle it himself or whatever? And he gonna go have them do what they did. I said, you still didn't handle yourself weak self. Then you think you should be in the business. Who was that they had down there where they wanted him to, Wyatt. I think they wanted him to do something to Wyatt. Yeah, and he wouldn't do it, but he gonna go have him handle. Really? But speaking of Mitch, wasn't Candace thinking Mitch didn't have a bag? Wasn't the scene where she was like questioning him? I think it when she came looking for him, and she was like, "Where's Mama Rose?" And Uncle Vinny was saying how she not in charge, or she's gone, or whatever. And she kept looking at Mitch, and Mitch this, and Mitch started trying to say something, and then Vinny told him shut up and all that. And I said, well, he done jeopardized a lot for them. I said, he really did. And I wanted to know what happened to Mitch, too, because I felt bad, because he done went against his family for these folks and everything. But she was questioning Mitch not having their back, and I said when Mitch betrayed his own blood for them. Look, he betrayed them. He stole from them. He fought his uncle for them, all while he trying to help them. And they still look. I don't know. I wonder if they actually did something to Mitch or not, because he is family, but at the same time, that family betrayed them, stole from them, and all that. But I wanted to know what happened. Oh, didn't they tell him he was trying to get up and go warn them? And he was like, because you stole or because you did that. Because it was, when you look at it, Mitch, I ain't gonna say he was wrong because he didn't want to get a part of the family business. That's a betrayal right there. That's the one. I said he betrayed them kind of 3 times, didn't he? Because he stole, um, he fought. I don't think that was one of them, but he fought. And then the other one, the third one, was that he been telling them the whole show how he didn't want to be a part of that family business, but he got involved to save Benny or whatever, to save Benny or help Benny or whatever. But yeah, I wanted to know what happened to him. They didn't even address it. So many questions, I told y'all. But I said it was also hard to believe Mama Rose would actually have them harm Mitch though, because I feel like Mama Rose had chose Mitch over Vinny, and the only reason he got in charge because she asked Mitch one last time. She was like, "Are you sure you don't want to be a part of the family business?" And he said, "No, he don't want to." So she was like, "Okay, get out of here." And that's when she appointed Uncle Vinny or whatever. That's when she told him he could be a part of it. But did they ever even reveal who Sandy folks were? Because I think Mitch had told him, or somebody had told him that he wasn't who his father was. It wasn't who he thought, or something like that. He was adopted. I forgot. I don't know if they were joking or what. But Candace, I can't remember what happened with her and Charles. I know that he had her escorted in the trunk of the vehicle because he didn't want them to know they was involved and stuff. But did they ever fix things? Because I can't remember that part. I've been trying to remember. I think he tried to reach out to her. They found out that, she was pregnant with his child and everything. But it's been so long, I forgot. But in regards to Benny, why would they introduce his son at the end of the series? Did that make sense? That was so random to me. You introduce his son, he got a son and everything, just for him to go get taken out. I said, man, look. They said, let's throw that in there. Let's throw that in there real fast. Why did they have Candace backtrack? Like, she was doing so good. Her and Hannah had made up. Then all that. Somebody said, why didn't Candace put up much of a fight? And I said, I think they had jumped. They had beat her, I think. They had beat her. Because remember when they drug her in there, she had all them bruises on. She was just laying there. And then they went and put her in the bathtub. And Jim drowned her. He drowned her. Yeah, I think she was beat up. And then, I said, that baby gone. More than likely, the baby was gone after that as well. So I'm like, yeah, I think they did, because she had bruises. She was trying to fight them. Her and Mitch tried to fight them and everything, but they must have did more damage when they took her out of there. They must have hit her some more. But yeah, let's see, Veronica. I don't think she gone. I think she made it right along with Hannah, and that's why they should have did a spin-off, a follow-up, or something. But it's it's not too late. They revived House of Pain, didn't they? They definitely did. They could do a rewrite. They could say, okay, somehow, I can't imagine them having the house in here, not without Candace, though. They could say Candace made it. It was just she was unconscious because they never did go back to show it. I think Hannah, did she try to get her out or whatever? But that don't mean nothing. This is a show. They don't brought so many people back to life before on shows when it was impossible for them to be back. But yeah, Veronica, I don't think her and Hannah, I think they definitely two of the people who made it, because why, if Veronica is not just, I ain't gonna just say one of the main characters, because I would say all of them really main characters, aside from like Madison, Justin, them. But like Hannah, Jim, Catherine, Benny, Candace, Mitch, I don't know, he in between, I feel like. But all of them I would say is main characters. But she one of the main villains. You mean to tell me we don't watch her do all this stuff? Her son don't stab her, all this other stuff. And you not gonna even show her face when she get taken out? Nah, because she was walking up and they got her from behind. And if you was watching back then, you know that she had been setting the lady up that was working for her, having her wear her wigs, drive her car, and all that. So that could have been her. So they could have did all that so much better. But she could pop up in one of these other shows, like The Oval. I would say The Oval would be a good fit for her because, it's about governors. They was governors and all this other stuff. And it's the White House. So, yeah, I would say that would be a good thing if they brought her back. But, yeah, they didn't show her face. Why wouldn't they show her face? She planned that. Also, did anyone make it out of the house? Because we seen Justin brother blow that joint up. But that's one of the storylines. We don't know how it happened. We seen Justin brother blow that joint up, but we don't know who survived. We don't know if David Peep Gang saw him out there. We don't know if they ran out the back. We don't know. From what they showed, it looked like everybody got. It looked like everybody got. David, Madison, Jeffrey. Wyatt, look, he got what he wanted. He was trying to go the whole series and got his wish. He was always he was taking too much substances. It was so many scenes where he should have been gone that he made it, and we was like, okay, what is how he make it out? So yeah, I said he was trying to go the whole series, and he finally left. And Jim over there, now you want to cry. Y'all saw y'all son self-destructing, and y'all continue to cover for him, and that's the worst thing you can do. One of the worst things you could do in that situation where you try to cover for them, because eventually that means you teaching them not to take responsibility for their actions. And the longer you keep on, you cover that up. He do something, you go cover that up. Every time you do something, you cover it up. That's self-destruction, and that's him being privileged and thinking like, okay, I could get away with anything because my parents gonna cover it up. Now he gone because he want to go doing crazy stuff. But yeah, what else? Why I was doing so much, I just said that about why. Like, he wanted to go and he left. He wanted to go and he got his wish. Jim. The way Jim went out, another character that was like, he went out because he didn't have to run him over. But he could have made it as well. Like, really though. The only person I would say is probably gone is Wyatt, Catherine. Benny. Unless he had on the bulletproof vest. We don't know. But Jim, the way he went out, now I expected Hannah to get him because of how he treated her the whole thing. It was either her or Candace who was going to get him. Or either Catherine, because, the whole situation. Then, wasn't Jim the one that had the lady get in the cell with Catherine? Because he was like, he just want her to scare her. I said, you crazy. You thought this lady was going to actually let her get away with what she did? I can't remember if she was the cousin or family member of the little girl or what, but yeah. And where'd she get a rope from? Who gave this lady? I know they say they sneak stuff up in the prisons, but she pulled out, did she have a rope? Did she strangle her with a rope? I said, now where'd she get a rope from in jail? It was a string, something she had, and she took I need to go look it up. Was it a shoe? It couldn't have been. I think it was a rope. I said, now how'd she get this rope? She done pulled the rope out of the hood. Well, yeah, look, I was expecting, I knew that they was going to catch her today. Catherine was acting tough that whole time. I said, that tough act lasted while it could, but did she get away with it? But did she get what she deserved? Comment down below. Do y'all think Catherine got what she deserved? I think it should have been really all of them that was covering up stuff. But Jim, look, I wanted him to go out worse than he did. He got ran over. Woohoo. Woohoo. He was doing him and Veronica, them two, man. But yeah, do y'all think that Catherine got what she deserved? They thought that they got away with the cover up and everything. I knew that eventually they would pop back up. Wasn't all of them to blame? Wasn't Veronica, David, all of them covering up stuff as well? The last thing, I didn't even mention Justin now, because Justin over here, look, I don't know. Then he set himself on fire. These people, they was doing a lot, y'all. Towards the end of the series, they was doing a lot. But the last thing that I said was Hannah. Did Hannah get the money? Well, of course she got it, because, Catherine left it to her, but she was just leaving it to her, in case, until she get out of jail, because she ain't want Jim to have it and everything. I said I would love to have seen Hannah walk off with all that. She was the one person to do right, and she ended up with something in return or whatever. But yeah, that's it. Let me know down below. What did y'all think about the Tyler Perry's Have Not ended? Would you have preferred a different ending? If you do or did prefer a different ending, what would you have liked to see in regards to the characters? Stay tuned for more videos. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Until next time, deuces.